Oh, hiya folks, what are you doing out here? It's absolutely freezing. Now, as you know, on this channel, we've already covered Riga and Tallinn, so it's only right that today we complete the trio of Baltic capitals with a look around a very dull, cold Vilnius. Let's have a look, see what we can find. Are you up for it? Aye, let's go. Now, as always, I've just arrived somewhere new, booked at the last minute, so I can't promise you any startling insight, but what I can promise you is that today we'll put in the hard miles. And most of those miles will be us getting lost, but that's part of the adventure, isn't it? I arrived here on the train last night and it was so dark and quiet, and to be honest, this morning it hasn't really changed that much, but that already kind of adds to the charm of the place. I'll be honest, it's a bit colder than I was expecting. When I was checking the forecast before I came here, it was well into positive figures, but today I think the feels like is about -7 Celsius. We start a bit off the beaten track here at the Church of St Anne. Now, you'd think this would be in the heart of the old town, but it's kind of out here on its own. And this is considered one of the finest examples of late Gothic architecture anywhere in Central and Northern Europe. Oh man, it's started to snow now, just lightly at the moment, but that's an ominous wee threat. Now, the next place I'm planning to take you is also a bit of an architectural delight, but it's a bit of a walk from here, so let's get going. I'm going to be totally honest with you, today's trip was planned this morning at the breakfast table over a hot bowl of porridge, so I'm not really sure if what I'm going to show you today is any good or if I'll even find half the places, but I hope it gives you an idea what Vilnius is like, and maybe one day you'll come here, or have you been here already? Let me know in the comments below. Of course, Vilnius would be absolutely gorgeous in summer under a big blue sky, or in the depths of winter when everything's covered in snow. But I've got to say, there's something about a dull grey day that really suits the Baltic states, and I'm not saying that in a horrible way. I think it's gorgeous. There's been something going on here. I'm not sure if it's a concert or a light show. I must say, this place has actually blown me away a bit. It's absolutely stunning. And this isn't even the building I'm hoping to show you. Oh no, that one's much worse. Next to me here is the River Neris, and how fast is it flowing, by the way? And I hope it doesn't get any higher. But anyway, what we're looking for is on the other side of the river, and I know it will split opinion. Some of you will love it, some of you will hate it. But it's an architecture that's very close to my heart, and my clue for that is that I was born in Cumbernauld. It's all closed off now, so I'm afraid we can't get any closer. I hope they're not going to pull it down or something. But how nice would this be if it was restored to its original condition? Love it or hate it, I just feel this is a style of architecture we can't afford to lose. Now, there must be plenty of YouTubers out there that would break into places like this, but I'm sorry, I'm not one of them. I'm just not brave enough or stupid enough. We'll just have a nice wee legal wander round the perimeter. I'm scrambling up a hill again because I think I can see the old diving boards. which are now resided by pigeons. I tell you what, I'd love to get in behind that wall. I tried to get the camera over the wall. I don't know if that picked anything up. So from here, I think we need to go here, because I've just spotted a little kind of cable car thing going up. I didn't fancy the steps. Let's get going. There's my ticket, €1 each way. And what a view from up here. We've got the Palace of Concerts and Sports where we just come from, the river, like the financial district, and over that way towards the old town, I think. Over on the other hill behind me, you've got the Three Crosses, and I've read that that's another excellent viewpoint, but this one's good enough for me. I would have taken you into the castle, but a battalion of about 700 school kids have just gone into that wee building. That's not for me, so let's move on. Oh, just in time. And we've got this funicular all to ourselves for the ride back down. Not that it takes long, that was no more than a minute. Thank you. I'm heading over towards the Parliament building now, and I've just seen this place. No idea what it is, but it's pretty cool, eh? Ah, so it's a theatre. It's the Lithuanian National Opera and Ballet Theatre. Wow. And something else I love, the old buses. What's the bet the locals hate them? But they can be wrong. And talking of buses, they only cost €1. They keep it really simple. No matter how far you're going, just pay the driver on board. So there's no need to worry about day passes, travel passes, anything like that. In fact, I might jump on one later. Time for a wee coffee to warm me up, because it might not look too bad, but it's freezing. And here we are at the Lithuanian Parliament. Another stunning building in my eyes, and a lot smaller than I was expecting too. What do you think of it? Hey, look at that, the old co-op building. And like I say, if these old places are looked after, maintained, and more importantly still used, they can have a big part to play in modern cities. There is just one more piece of brutalist architecture I want to find, and it should be at the top of this hill. And then that's it, I promise, I promise. This is weird, I've got the address, but I can't find the place. This is the first time we've been lost today, that's a record. That's quite nice though, isn't it? Ah, there it is, the Palace of Weddings. Another small wee place, but very nice nonetheless. Ah, who doesn't love a bit of brutalism, eh? Yeah, you, I know. Oh, for free. Okay, thank you. I've just got on a bus and they were saying that today is free. I've got no idea why, but we'll go with that. There was a wee bit of daylight left, so I just jumped in a bus. I'm not sure where I am. I just thought I'd come into the suburbs a bit and just have a look at where people live. It's also a bit snowy out here, but I think this is the end of the line. The bus is just turning round there. So let's have a look at this beautiful place. We're heading up into the trees. To where? Who knows? Will we ever come out again? Stay with me to find out. It's so funny, I jumped on that bus from Vilnius city centre. I was only on it for about 10-15 minutes. And look at where we are now, it's incredible. And not a soul to be seen. I need to be so careful though, there's lots of little paths everywhere. It'd be very easy to get disorientated. I don't want to be getting lost in here. You see, there's a reason you folks don't book your travel itineraries through me. You'd end up places like this. Aha, we're not so far from civilization, are we? But all that does is make me want to stay in the woods. At last we've got a map. Aye, so we've got the park on one side and we've got an urban jungle on the other side. Let's have a wee wander through that. I've got to say, I really like it here. I mean, come on, look at those flats. Look how close they are to the trees. It's absolutely perfect. I'd love to see the interiors of some of those flats. I'm sure there's some beauties in there. And to think I promised you weren't going to see any more brutalist architecture today. But it's not my fault, is it? I didn't know where that bus was going. Well, I think our time here is done. Let's get back into the city centre. It'll be dark soon anyway, but maybe we can go to a wee museum or something. That'd be cool. Oh boy, there's a bus right now. Problem is, I've got no idea where it goes. Am I brave enough to stay aboard? It turns out I wasn't on the right bus, so I had to change, but look at my luck. I got one of the old ones. So I've chosen a museum to go to, and it's the Museum of Occupations and Freedom Fights. Now, I'm not going to record in there, it just doesn't seem right. There's a lot of harrowing, brutal things have happened in that building. And for me to go in as a tourist with a camera and then upload it on YouTube, it just doesn't seem right. So I'll let you know what I think of it after I've been in. Well, I'm so glad I went in there and glad I didn't film it as well, to be honest. But I'd say if you're in Vilnius, that place is a must. You could easily spend 2 to 3 hours in there reading everything. It's all in English as well. There's so many artifacts. It's over 3 levels. And when you go down to the basement, that's the most harrowing place. So it's not for entertainment, but it's a real education in history. And one of the things that really hits home is how recent that history is. Well, here we are back kind of where we started this morning. I'm not sure what's going on here, but there was a wee countdown clock showing 25 minutes, so I guess we should be patient, hang about and see if anything happens. But right now, I'm just confused. Well, now it's saying a time portal will open at 7:30. That's 2 hours away. Maybe I should go and grab something to eat and come back.
Kai tu parašy man laišką, jie atverdama šiek tiek jaudinausi, nes
Wow, it's hard to say how many people are there tonight. My rough estimate is the whole of Vilnius. But anyway, I'm going to leave them to their party and I'm going back to the hotel to do some editing. No rest for the wicked, eh? Welcome to the morning after the night before, and it's all quiet here in the square, apart from the guys packing up after last night's concert. And for me it's travel day, so we're back on that train. 12.5 hours to Krakow, an overnight stay, and then a flight home to Scotland tomorrow morning. Thank you so much to those of you who suggested I come to Vilnius. I picked a pretty good day for it, didn't I? And thanks so much for watching these couple of videos. So that's us all done, folks. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. I'm sorry, I know the video's finished, but look at this fella at the railway station. Now, if you can think of anything else like this that I've missed in Vilnius, just let me know in the comments below, please. Any excuse to come back.